Good morning, fifth grade. I have a really fun and creative lesson for you today. This is the last week of April, which means it's the last week of Jazz Appreciation Month. So we're going to be looking at one more jazz musician to finish out this month. Today, we're going to be learning about Chick Corea. Let's get started. So, our schedule for today, we're going to be looking about Chick Corea, looking at one of the songs that he wrote called Captain Marvel, and then sort of taking a creative approach with musical superheroes. So I'll tell you about that. Our goal is similar to last week. I can respond creatively to a song. Let's get started. So Chick Corea is a jazz piano player. Unlike the last two musicians we looked at, Nina Simone and John Coltrane, Chick is actually still alive and he's still making music. And I'm excited to show you one of his pieces today. So Chick, the name Chick, as you might guess, is a nickname. He was born Armando Anthony Corea, and he was born in 1941 in Massachusetts. So that means today he's 78 years old. He came from a musical family. His father led a jazz band near Boston, and that meant that he was able to start music lessons pretty young at the age of 4 when he started learning piano. He was really enamored with jazz and then moved to New York City to study jazz at a conservatory, a music school. But after a while, he dropped out because it felt like it didn't really fit for him, and he just started learning from the jazz musicians that were living in New York. He became very talented and very popular, and by 1966, he started recording music under his own name when he was just 25 years old. Chick Corea is especially known for his version of jazz fusion. Jazz fusion is a style of jazz that combines a lot of different styles, so rock, R&B, jazz, Latin, electronic, and other things. So it's a combining things. It's a fusion of that jazz. And Chick Corea has gotten a lot of recognition for his work. He's earned 24 Grammy Awards, which is the award for music, and he is still making music today. So who knows how many more he'll earn before the end of his career. We're going to look today at an album and a song on it called Captain Marvel. This is an album put out in 1974. By a saxophonist, Stan Getz. Remember, saxophonist means it's a person who plays saxophone, and he would play jazz saxophone. He's one of Chick Corea's mentors, and he asked Chick to be on this album to help compose some of the music and be a part of it. As you can tell, the name Captain Marvel is sort of a superhero name, even though you may remember the movie called Captain Marvel, which came out last year. The actual character is much older, and it was in the comic books back in that day. You can see, and this is the album art for the album, for the record, that this character, this boy, has Captain Marvel written on his t-shirt. One of the songs on the album that's called Captain Marvel is the song Captain Marvel, and we're going to listen to that piece now. And we're going to listen actually to a trumpeter called Sean Jones from Jazz Lincoln Center tell us a little bit more about fusion and about how Stan Getz got Chick Corea to help him with this album. So let's listen. I'm going to switch over to the video so we can listen as Sean Jones tells us about that. Here we go.
From his time with Miles Davis, Chick got very interested in these electric instruments, rock rhythms, and he began experimenting with it in a new style we call fusion. What is it called? Fusion. All right, and that's exactly what fusion does. It fuses rock, jazz, Latin, and R&B into something new. All right, say that word again, fusion. All right. And so, just like before, Chick started experimenting with these new compositions. And what he came up with was amazing. In fact, one of Chick's former mentors, a famous saxophonist by the name of Stan Getz, was so impressed that he even asked Chick to work on a fusion album with him. Okay? It's called Captain Marvel. You ever heard that name, Captain Marvel, before? Right, just like the superhero. We're going to play the title track of that album, just that, Captain Marvel.
I hope you enjoyed that piece, Captain Marvel. And now I want to think about how we can think about superheroes like Captain Marvel in this musical context. So, think, as you were watching that video and listening to that piece, what was the musician or instrument that was your favorite? Was it the person who's playing the drums, or the trumpet, or the guitar, or saxophone, or piano? Who was your favorite musician that was playing on that song and their instrument? And why did you pick that person? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think right now. Do you have a choice? Awesome. Now I want you to think, if that person was a superhero, like Captain Marvel you can see on the screen, what would their powers be? How would they help the world? What would they do to make the world a better place? And now you're thinking about that. A little later, as you do your exit ticket, I want you to think of how you could draw that out. What would your superhero look like? What would they be wearing? What would they be doing? And make sure, of course, they have their instrument. That's super important. So speaking of that, we're going to go and I'm going to show you about your exit ticket where you'll think more about these things. So let's go and look. Let's go and look at the assignment so you can see what you're going to be doing for your exit ticket. So I've pulled up the assignment page so you can see the instructions. So here we've got Chick Corea, April 29th. That's how you know it's today. And I have to give you the instructions here. You can see you've already done number 1, which is watch the lesson video. That's what this is. The second thing is to complete your exit ticket. You're going to do that by clicking the link here to find your exit ticket. Once you go there, you're going to see the exit ticket where you're going to be filling out your answers to those questions about your musical superhero. So first thing you do is you write your name. That's how I know it's your work. And then as I say here, watch and listen to the song Captain Marvel by Chick Corea. I would like you to listen to the song again so you can really think about which person is your favorite. So you can click here and right to the start of that song. You can see it's loading and it's going to start playing. Then think about how the song made you feel. Then, what did the song make you think about? What were you imagining when you were listening to the song? You answered both those questions in these spaces. Then, as I asked before, which instrument and musician in the song were your favorite? Was it the trumpet, played by Sean Jones, the saxophone, played by Lakeisha Benjamin, the bass, played by Carlos Enriquez, electric piano, played by Tyler Henderson, drums, played by Cedric Easton, or guitar, played by Mark Whitfield? Instrument as your favorite. Your answer there. Imagine your musician was a superhero. What would the superpower be? You can write your answer. And then what's the problem you want your superhero to fight for? Put your answer. Who is someone you want your superhero to help? Put your answer. And then here is, as I said before, draw a picture of your superhero in a situation where they are saving the day or helping someone. Then take a picture and upload it to Google Classroom. On this page back in Google Classroom, there should be a button top right of your computer that says Add, and you can select File. If you are on a phone or a tablet using the app, then you can press the button that says Add Attachment and click Take Picture or File in order to get that picture there. Once you exit the ticket, make sure you click Submit. And then we go back to the assignment page. We see that the next thing was to draw your picture, so hopefully you did that already. You already uploaded it. And then lastly, you have your video on Flipgrid. Every week we have an assignment on Flipgrid, so you have to make sure you do that too. So we'll click the button to get to your Flipgrid assignment. Once you get to this page, PS91 Music 5th grade, you click Login with Google, and you use your NYC Students account. You click here to log in. And we'll the page for this assignment. As you can see here, it says record a video telling me and your classmates about the musical superhero you created as part of your exit ticket. If you click on my face here, I'll also tell you the instructions again. I put a link down here to the video of the song Captain Marvel, so you can listen again. This button here will read the words out for you. You start recording your video by clicking this green button. When you click it, it'll open up this page where you can record your video. You start recording by clicking this red button. When you're done, you click Next, you click Submit, you can make a selfie, exit out the video right now. Once you are done your Flipgrid video, then the last thing to do is you click Mark as Done or Turn In so I know you've completed the assignment. So make sure the exit ticket, including the picture, and you do the Flipgrid video. All the parts of the assignment are important. Let's head back to our lesson so we can finish with our goodbye song. So, I hope you will enjoy the assignment. I hope you enjoy creating your own musical superhero. And I look forward to seeing and reading your work and watching your Flipgrid video. Let's sing our goodbye song. 1, 2, ready, go. Now it's time to go. We've been singing and playing all the day. Until tomorrow we must say, now it's time to go. See you next week.